Hey guys, Liana here, playing Assassin's Creed Black Flag. It's the Abilene exclusive content from the PlayStation 3 version of Black Flag, because I wanted to play as a lady. And I like Abilene a lot. I like her as a character. And I'm trying to refresh my memory about her, because the gender play segment I did yesterday did really well. So I'm gonna do more of those. Oh crap. Wow, going back to this after, hey, Berserk Turf, that's right. Going back to this after Unity, wow, it feels clunky. Abilene's still cool, so we do it for her. Today, real quick, because I got to take Momo back to the vet, I want to talk about the big Escapist news, because people are asking me to. Yes, I am joining the Escapist. No, I'm not quitting Med Leader. The Escapist thing so far is going to be a show about cosplay, video segments about cosplay weekly. There might be some add-on stuff. We're still working that stuff out. But the cosplay thing, definitely, more details coming in the future. The response has been, a lot of people are really happy, and that's awesome. I wanted to address the, sillier parts of the response, just because certain things make me curious, and I want to be really clear. I'm not lashing out, as people like to call it. These are one of these things that make me go, and make me really question what some people's motivations are. Because the thing that struck me as bizarre is that people are accusing the Escapist of hiring based on political reasons. Which is so silly because, Lizzie, Brandon, and I, congratulations to both of them too, that was a nice surprise. We have different politics. There are certain sort of, I think there's a libertarian cross-section perhaps, but I lean a lot more left than those guys do. And it's so funny that people are talking about some right-wing conspiracy, considering, guys, I've written for Gamer Ranks, I've written for Polygon, have you forgotten that? And I'm not sure if people have forgotten that because they just let their emotions get the better of them, or whether it's, selective memory. And I certainly hope that's not the case. I certainly hope people just aren't, erasing history because of some political fight, because that, what do I say about this? Because I have to tread very carefully. Big company, guys, gotta watch what I say. I think that the Escapist move to enthusiast press instead of a curmudgeon, as they called it, format is awesome. And I'm very, very excited to be a part of that. I have been pushing for more positive, but fair, coverage of video games for a while now. I have no allies. I'm a lone wolf. But it's good to finally see somebody taking an actual active step towards this. And I said this before I got hired. I actually said it when I thought the deal was dead because of layoffs. It's nice to see that. Because I think that part of the issue of late has been the fact that we reward negativity in games coverage. We think that's hard-hitting, We think that's what we're supposed to do. And negative isn't necessarily fair. I don't remember how to do this. All right. Okay, it is attack. But how do you count? Oh, counters. Okay, there you go. But yeah, I think we've been a little collectively too interested in focusing on games companies. And I'm just doing cosplay stuff, so I can only do so much in that regard. But the thing that I like about that was close. The thing I like about doing a show about cosplay is it's just gonna be wall-to-wall happy. You know, it's gonna be jokes and it's gonna be colorful and it's gonna be fun, and you know, it's not gonna be brain dead, but it's gonna be positive. And I'm really looking forward to that, because too often in games we're reporting the scandal, or we're teaching the controversy, as people like to say. And oh, the little green dot, that's what I'm supposed to follow. And I've always found that really unfortunate. I'm sensing a theme here. I've always sort of felt like I didn't get into games writing to report on controversies or to debate people. I got into games for the games. And more often, because there's not much news on games at certain times a year, we end up getting into the controversies surrounding them, and I have no interest in doing that. I think it's important to report fairly, right? And if somebody's being a jerk, then we have to point that out. But I think there's a little bit too much fight the man going on. I mean, that head of Sony UK interview I read yesterday, yikes. I'm very pleased that I'm going to be able to make some money and not have to do interviews like that, because I can just not attack someone like that. I can't, what is going on? Oh, reach. Follow the prompts. I can't attack somebody like that. I want to do a fair interview, and, you know, accusing people of lying to their face when you don't know them well enough to make that accusation, that's just not, it violates everything I was taught about how to do an interview. And of course it's clickbait, because they brought Gamergate into it, and so people are being rewarded in spite of it being an unprofessional interview. And yeah, I'll go there. You know, I don't know the guy, but that wasn't pro quality work. Being belligerent with, and I think I've said this before, but being belligerent with an interview subject just makes them clam up. You don't get anything especially interesting out of them. Let me up. That's something to keep in mind when you watch someone's interview technique. The goal of an interviewer is to make someone comfortable enough that they'll go off message, they'll go off script, they'll trust you, they'll tell you something they're not telling the 100 other people who are getting the same interview. And my goal is to make the coverage of geek stuff matter, whether it be cosplay, whether it be video games. I want to create a professional enough product so, you know, people see it as worthwhile, and the quality of coverage will get better, and people will read it as a rule like they do, say, sports, and we won't have to rely on this clickbait stuff to get people reading stuff. Because I see the traffic analysis for the stuff I do. When I'm reporting on a controversy, there are a lot more clicks than when I'm actually talking about a game. And since that's the case, well, naturally, people are going to report on controversies. So I'm very happy to be playing a small part at both the Escapist and then continuing on with Metal Eater. With that, one thing I do want to let people know, and this is proving you guys listen to the end, is that Metal Eater is looking for some freelance stuff. If you want to pitch a story to Metal Eater, email Tony through the site. We are looking for freelance stuff. Oh, that's pretty. So now I know, if you respond to this, now I know that you have listened till the end. What's going on? Whoa! Oh, I kicked him in the nuts. So I'm gonna kill this guy. There we go. And say adios to everyone listening. And if you listen to the end, there'll be a test later. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, racism. Good place to end. Thanks for watching, guys.